Hello everyone, and welcome to my The Bachelor Buzz News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. If Mark Anderson from The Golden Bachelorette were hired as the Golden Bachelor, it might reveal that he was a producer plant who wasn't present to date Joan Vassos. Both 61-year-old Joan and 58-year-old Mark were well known from past Bachelor franchise programs. Joan was one of 21 women who flew to the Bachelor house to date Jerry Turner, 72, as a contestant on Season 1 of The Golden Bachelor. Since The Bachelor spin-off was the first unscripted dating program to concentrate on the romantic lives of senior adults, the season got underway. Joan left The Golden Bachelor early due to a family issue, but her story continued when she was chosen to be the first female lead in the spin-off. The first season of The Golden Bachelorette began with Joan welcoming a fleet of limousines full of the 24 unmarried golden men, including Mark, who were all excited to see her. When Joey Graziadei went to Louisiana for her hometown date with his daughter, Kelsey Anderson, on The Bachelor 28, Mark made his broadcast debut. Although Mark did not receive Joan's last rose, he might be chosen to participate in The Golden Bachelor, which could validate a widely held belief about him. It all looked so bright for Joan and Mark. Or so it appeared. Joan had never met any of the other men, but Mark was already well known in Bachelor Nation. Mark's well-known daughter, Kelsey, accompanied him on the legendary voyage to the Bachelor house on the first night of Season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette. After winning Joey's last rose on Season 28 of The Bachelor, Kelsey got out of the limousine before her father and presented him to Joan. The performance was captivating, and Joan expressed her excitement about dating Mark. Unfortunately, her enthusiasm quickly waned. During Season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette, Mark and Joan's prospects of dating were not destroyed by a single pivotal event. There was never much of a spark between them, even though she seemed to enjoy him sufficiently. Mark took Joan aside for a spontaneous language instruction early in the season. He kissed her after teaching her how to ask for a kiss in German. Even though Mark's move was shrewd, it came across as forced and prevented the two from developing a stronger bond. Joan gave Mark a much-needed one-on-one date on a fancy yacht later in the season, but it wasn't easy sailing. As they sat in prolonged silence during the excruciatingly unpleasant date, Mark and Joan's lack of connection was evident. Joan took Mark aside when she unexpectedly showed up at the Bachelor house the following day. Before the rose ceremony that evening, Joan informed Mark that something missing and sent him home, according to a scene that Bachelor Nation uploaded to YouTube. It will appear as though Mark was only chosen during Joan's season to prepare him to lead his own if he is chosen to be the Golden Bachelor. Long before his tragic debut on Season 28 of The Bachelor, Mark had already experienced genuine love. Before she died in 2018, Mark had been happily married to Denise Anderson for 18 years, with whom he had 5 children. The two met while serving abroad. Denise was also in the army. Mark admitted that he hadn't actually dated much since the death of his late wife during their unsuccessful one-on-one date. Mark had always dreamed of spending the rest of his life with her because she was his true love, but he was now prepared to give it another go. Joan was a widower like Mark. Joan was married to Joan Vassos and had 4 children with him long before she appeared on Jerry's season of The Golden Bachelor. John died in 2021, but Joan loved him so much that they remained married for 32 years. Joan was heartbroken by the loss and candidly acknowledged that she would never fully recover from John's passing. It would be unjust to Joan if Mark's participation in The Golden Bachelorette was solely intended to prepare him for his own season, as he stole a spot from someone who would have been a better fit for her. Mark's desire to be the Golden Bachelor was likely greatly influenced by his daughter's experience. On The Bachelor 28, Kelsey met Joey, the love of her life, and the two are now happily engaged. On the show, Kelsey not only discovered true love but also amassed a sizable social media following thanks to her newfound popularity. Mark can see the same process working for him, which makes sense given that his daughter's life was changed by appearing on a Bachelor Nation episode. Online rumors concerning the retired Army veteran's future with the program have been rife ever since Joan sent Mark out of season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette. ABC has been promoting the opportunity for unmarried Golden ladies to apply to be on The Golden Bachelor Season 2 in recent shows. Given the impending season finale of The Golden Bachelorette, the announcement might be made at any time. It will be confirmed that Mark was always a producer plant, being prepared to be a franchise star if he is selected to be the next lead in the Bachelor spin-off. Casting Mark would support the widely held fan notion that he went on season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette to boost his star reputation in anticipation of his own season, not to date Joan. This would also imply that he denied a place to a man who would have been Joan's perfect partner. It would serve as a reminder that the producer's role is to create entertaining television, not to act as matchmakers. Mark Anderson of The Golden Bachelorette has stated that he would be open to becoming the Golden Bachelor, and there are indications that his daughter, Kelsey Anderson, shares this desire. Kelsey, 25, and her father, 58, have both competed on Bachelor Nation episodes, but their experiences have been very different. During Joey Graziadei's season of The Bachelor, Kelsey competed and won both an engagement ring and his last rose. When Kelsey took Joey home for her hometown date, Mark made his first appearance on television. The former Army veteran became a star when fans fell in love with him. There were high expectations that Mark and Joan Vassos, 61, would get along when he was revealed as a contender on season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette. Joan seemed to like Mark, but she liked other men, such as Guy Gansert, age 66, and Chalk Chappell, age 60. Joan sends Mark home before her dates in her hometown, following a very unpleasant solo date on a fancy yacht. Mark's future with the Bachelor franchise has been the subject of numerous rumors since his elimination. There are indications that Kelsey shares his desire to be the Golden Bachelor. Kelsey disclosed that she wasn't always close to her father during a solo date with Joey on season 28 of The Bachelor. Although she adored her father, he was frequently away at work while she was growing up because he was in the Army. Following the death of her mother, Denise Anderson, in 2018, Kelsey turned to her father, and the two are now closer than ever. She seems to enjoy spending time with him and depends on his wisdom. Kelsey is aware that both her father and she are always there for each other. On the first night of season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette, Kelsey accompanied him to the famous Bachelor home. She was the first to exit the vehicle and present her father to Joan. When her father was kicked out of the season, Kelsey was obviously upset for him because she was so invested in Mark's relationship with Joan. Kelsey is undoubtedly supporting her father's candidacy as the next Golden Bachelor. It makes natural that Kelsey would want her father to be the host of The Golden Bachelor Season 2 given her own experience with the Bachelor franchise. On season 28 of The Bachelor, Kelsey met the love of her life, Joey, with whom she is now happily engaged. While he competes on season 33 of Dancing with the Stars, Kelsey and Joey currently reside in Los Angeles. Since being on the show, Kelsey's entire life has altered. In addition to becoming engaged to her true love, she has a sizable fan base and is a well-known lifestyle influencer. Kelsey believes it will work for her father because she knows it can work because she found happiness on a Bachelor Nation program. True love is nothing new to Mark. Before Denise, Kelsey's mother, was given a cancer diagnosis in 2018, he had been blissfully married to her for 18 years. Kelsey mentioned that her mother died only 2 months later. Mark admitted to Joan on season 1 of The Golden Bachelorette that he hadn't dated much since the death of his late wife. Joan was a widower like Mark. Before his death in 2021, she had been married to Joan Vassos for 32 years. The only similarity between the two was their shared loss, and it was insufficient to hold Joan's attention. ABC broadcast advertisements urging unmarried Golden women to register to be on The Golden Bachelor Season 2 during recent episodes of The Golden Bachelorette Season 1. The next lead for the Bachelor spin-off has not yet been revealed, despite the fact that a new season is obviously imminent. Mark recently stated that he is open to taking Jerry Turner's place as the Golden Bachelor, who is 72 years old. However, a number of other men from Joan's season are also in the running, including Jordan Heller, 61, and Charles Ling, 66. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.